questions.
On a week like last week, as a guy that's been around the block, what is your message to the line just to kind of keep the composure after 9 sacks?
Yeah, just keep focusing on improvement. Obviously, like the only place to go is up, and so taking that mindset each and every day, just attacking everything that's thrown at us, whether it be in practice or in the film room, and really just individually fixing what needs to be fixed. I mean, it was made clear, what each guy needs to work on, and now, we got a great week of preparation to, go and fix those things.
What stood out as you reviewed the film from Minnesota, I guess specifically, the 9 sacks, what were the common threads?
I think a lot of times, guys got in the moment and maybe didn't trust what we were trained to do. It really just goes back to your training. I mean, you train all week to be as confident as you can possibly be in the game. And, I don't know if, maybe on the short week we didn't, attack things the way we needed to be, but we're going to get it fixed.
How have you seen guys respond over the past couple of days?
Yeah, I mean, it started with the, attitude we brought to Sunday meetings. Owning what each man put on tape, and then carrying that forward into, Sunday night practice into today's practice. I love the attitude and effort that the guys showed up with today, ready to work, ready to get better.
What does it say about Rocco at you practice?
Yeah, it says a lot, but he's tough. He really is. It was funny, we ran out of the game for a finger and we were all kind of making fun of him. None of us really knew how bad it was, but, it shows a lot that, he was out there taped up, cast on, just ready to go to work, get this thing right.
Emmett said right after the game, Emmett Johnson, this is a critical week for the program. Coach Roll kind of said the same thing about standing up this week. You sense that mindset this week as you're going in through it?
Yeah, it is. I mean, we can either be, complacent with where we're at or we can fight back, and I know what we're going to do.
Coach Roll mentioned yesterday something about a sense of entitlement they can maybe sometimes get there, and that there was a frustration around not beating Minnesota by more or trailing at halftime. How do you take some of those comments that he gives, and what did you maybe see last week as you guys prepared and even during the game?
Yeah, it's a tough question to answer, based on what I saw last week. But, it's tough to, go all week being so sure that you're the better team, which, I still think we were. We didn't play to that, but, you're the better team, but at the end of the day, it's still going to be a fist fight. And I don't know if we were, all the way prepared for that.
Well, why not? I mean, you guys are a physical team, and you've been physical all year. So what do you feel like happened?
Yeah, again, another, tough question to answer there. I think it really just comes down to, the individual effort that, the guys played with on each play. Thinking all game, even though it was, a close game, thinking that they would quit in the fourth and, start to pull off, and that's when we would pull ahead, and that never happened. It seemed like we were expecting it to happen, but we didn't make it happen.
Northwestern's got some pretty talented edge rushers. What did you guys learn against Maryland, going against a tough front that you can take into this week?
Yeah, the guys from Maryland, although they're both good edge rushers, they play, quite differently, I would say, from the Northwestern guys, the Maryland guys. The Northwestern group, really disciplined, really sound technique, high effort unit. And so I think that, learning from these past 6 weeks, we've, learned how to attack that because we've seen it before. We saw it last week. And I think that this is a great fit because this gives us an opportunity to correct what we, maybe didn't get executed on Friday.
Henry, what's the feeling like when you see Dylan getting knocked around back there like he did on Friday?
Yeah, it sucks. It's like, it's weird to say, but it's like, like your little brother's back there and he just got knocked down. That's how we view him. Like, he's family to us. And so, that feeling's, it's terrible, but, it makes you be like, all right, I need to get better for him. Thanks, guys.